Hey Houston builders, my name is Jonathan Chamberlain. I do local SEO and lead generation here in Cypress, Texas. I've been a member of the group for some time, and I've created this kind of mini course that I'm gonna go through Google Organic and GMB, and I'm gonna lay out the most important things that you want to be doing in these areas. You know, there's 200 ranking factors that go into ranking a website. Some of them are more important than others, but I'm just going to hit the most important ones. I'm going to show you some examples of some contractors that are absolutely killing it. And I'm going to focus on bathroom remodeling. There's a lot of niches that are represented here. But it's just going to be bathroom remodeling. It's the same concept if you're into gutters or kitchen remodeling or what have you. So let's get started here. I'm going to begin with a Google search for bathroom remodeling Houston. This search happens 1,500 times a month, and 10 to 15% of those clicks or of those searches are going to click in the top ads. 50 to 70% are going to click in the GMB. Obviously, if you're in this GMB section, you're doing very well for yourself. And then the remainder go into the organic search results. I'm going to focus on one company here that you've probably heard of. They're called Everhart Construction. They're number 3 in the GMB. Number 2, organic for this keyword. Let's take a look at their other keywords, see what they have going on. So here's a list, and as you can see, bathroom remodeling Houston has 1,500 searches. They're in the number 2 position. The thing that's great for them is the cost per click for that keyword is $19. And they're getting 368 clicks a month. And it's all because they put all this effort into ranking organically and ranking in the GMB. But they're doing just as well in all these other big keywords. Bathroom remodels, they're number 1. Houston, Texas, home remodeling, they're number 1. Room addition, Houston, they're number 1. So they're getting all of this traffic, and of course, traffic is going to lead to leads and eventually jobs. And so we could see this in this article here, the state of remodeling for 2021. 78% of the jobs go to the first contractor to get the lead. So what does this mean for Everhart if they're, pretty much at the top? Well, their LinkedIn is going to tell us. They say in the past 3 years they've completed over 1,300 remodeling projects, which is a massive number. That's 36 projects a month, and that means they're closing more than one client a day. That same article states that the average job size in 2020 was $12,000. Well, if each of those jobs was $12K and they're doing 1,300 over 3 years, you can imagine how well they're doing financially. And it's all because they've put all this effort into ranking. Now, it's not for every contractor to put this effort towards their business. You could be a guy that has 2 guys working beneath you, and you're happy as a clam. And if that's the case, then all the power to you. But if you're a contractor and you want something more out of your business, you're going to have to put this kind of effort into SEO and ranking your website and your GMB. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm just going to go real quickly what I'm looking at here. The big text here is your page title, and you want the thing that you want to rank for, the word, in the front. So Everhart has put bathroom remodeling in the front, which is exactly what they should have done. And then they also told Google lesser to that is going to be renovations in Houston, and then this goes on to say custom built cabinets or something. But I spoke about those 200 ranking factors, and page title is one of them. But if you scroll down here, you can see most of the page titles mention bathroom remodeling in Houston. Well, that just means we still have to use that tool. We still have to say bathroom remodeling. But it's just that that tool is going to be less effective because everybody else is also using it. I'm going to look at their domain. The thing I like about bathroom remodeling in Houston is that a lot of these domains do not mention Houston, and they don't mention bathroom remodeling. As you can see with Everhart Construction, Premier Remodel, Hestia Home Services. So that's one place we can compete because nobody else is really doing that on the front page. I'm going to go and take a look at the page that's actually ranking. I'm going to look at content. They have 800 words here. You can definitely double that, and you can beat them on content. I'm going to open up this little extension, and I'm going to look at the header tags, specifically the H1. Do they have an H1? Do they only have one? That's important. Google only wants to see one H1 tag. And what does that H1 tag say? Well, this one's great. It says Bathroom Remodeling Services Houston. Can't get any better than that. I want to look at images too. What have they named their files? What have they named their alt tags? Are they descriptive? Are the file names, do they have keywords and locations? As you can see, this one could be a little bit better. That's a huge part of ranking is your on-page SEO. I'm going to look at backlinks. Everhart has, they've put a lot of effort into their backlinks. Backlinks, just quickly, you want follow backlinks from authoritative sites with high UR that mention something related to your niche. So bathroom remodeling, it would have to do with bathrooms, remodeling, construction, home service, renovation, anything like that. Then you also want links that are local, so links that talk about Houston. If you can get those two types of links that are do follow and high authority, your site and your page is going to rank that much better. Next, I'm going to show you GMB. The one thing I like about ranking for this word, this keyword or phrase, is that two of the guys, they only have 5 and 2 reviews respectively. So that's something you can beat them out on. But let's take a closer look here, see what's going on. Again, 50 to 70% of clicks happen on that front page. Few people are going to come to the map section. But let's look here, see what we can add to it that shows Google that we're a remodeler that works in Houston. Everhart was really smart. They added those 2 key phrases to their GMB title. Without these, they would not rank as well for these keywords. So they were very smart to do that. They would not rank that well with just Everhart Construction. Reviews are a ranking factor. They have 40 of them. They beat out some of these other guys. Ask questions. If you do, have somebody ask if you do remodeling in Katy, and then you answer that question a few days later. Add pictures whenever you do a new job. Pictures from a cell phone will keep the coordinates, the GPS coordinates. That's going to help you rank for that specific area. Ask all your clients for reviews. Tell them to mention the city that they live in and the service that they got. Fill out your description. Use keywords. Houston kitchen remodeling, such as just that Everhart construction used. Fill it out all the way. Do posts. Write a post about that job you did in Cypress. Connect all your profiles. Do citations. Citations are anywhere on the internet where your name, address, and phone number is listed. You want 250 to 300 of these. Just make sure you beat out all these other guys. One great tool I have for understanding how well you're doing in your GMB is called a heat map. This is Everhart Construction's heat map for the keyword bathroom remodeling Houston. These numbers are their position in GMB for that keyword at that geographic location. If they wanted to rank better down here where there are 4s and 6s, exactly what I just said. You want to put a stronger signal in this area that you do business here, and that's through images, posts, and those types of things. Now I have a couple offers for you. Like I just said, I do SEO and lead generation. If you guys want to have a go at Bathroom Remodeling Houston, or any of the niches that you're in, if you're doing gutters, if you're doing concrete, whatever, hit me up. Let's talk. I'll take a look at your website to see where you stand, see what needs to be improved. If you want your heat map for your GMB, send me your business name and the keyword that you want to rank for. I'll get you your heat map, and this is really cool. You can kind of click on it and see who your neighbor is, stuff like that. Rewinding to the SEO and lead gen. It's not for everybody. Again, you may be a one-man crew, and if you're fine with that, great. But if you're looking for something more, if you want a house on the shores of Town Lake, then competing in Google is a must by far. Like I said here, you can't rely on ads because the click-through is only 10 to 15%. You're missing out on 90% of the market. Who am I looking for specifically to work for? I'm looking for a contractor who has great sales. If he's great at sales, fantastic. Or if he has a sales guy, that's great too. But I'm looking for people who can close jobs and who put an emphasis on customer service. That is so important to me personally. It's just treating the customers and the clients right, the same way that I treat all my SEO and lead gen clients right too. So if you guys are down, hit me up, lead generation, SEO, or if you just want your heat map to play around with, see how you're doing. That's great too. Hope to talk to you soon. Take care, guys.